So yesterday we saw the variable called as list, but yesterday we gave the name list. Okay, no need to give the name list. Okay, any name you can do as per the guideline by the Python. Okay, as per the guideline by Python, you can give any name. Okay, so I've given the name here. In the list, what is containing here? Number, integer, float, text, that is string, against text, again logical, true, false, and then number. Okay, so you can print this list. It is called as what? List. Start with the square bracket, end with the square bracket. Okay, it is called as what? List. Okay, so it is called as list. Okay, now we can print a list. How to print the list? So we have to apply for loop. What is syntax for loop? So it says for, then space, then we have to write I, then we have to write in. Then what we want to print? That I want to print the A. Okay, then we put colon, then say print what? I. So it will print list. So please see in the list, it is containing the number, integer, float, text, that is string, logical, and number. We have seen yesterday also that we can add and remove from the list. Okay, we can add and remove from the list. Okay, when we add, it will be added at the end. Okay, we can remove anything from the list. Okay, so like I am here, just first you have to give the name of the list, then dot. Then what we want to do here, we want to remove. What I want to remove here 4.5 from the list. Again, I want to remove what? Anthony from the list. Okay, when it is a string, it is in quote, single quote. Okay, and after doing this, I'm again printing the same thing. Okay, so I will just run this program. You can see it has printed the list. Okay, now after that, we have removed 4.5 and Anthony. And if you are printing again, then the Anthony and 4.5 is not there. 2 directly is coming to, we have removed what? 4.5 and Anthony. So after 2, it is directly coming Aishwarya, 2 and 0. So this list is very important when we handling anything, like suppose I am handling the student data. So first I will read maybe roll number here. Then I will read his name. Then I will read his the number of marks in the history, marks in mathematics, like this. So this is called as list. So what is possible in the list? We can add, delete. Okay. Now we'll go to the another type of data. We'll go to the another type of data. I will just share the PPT. That data. So as I mentioned, list data type is what? It can adjust. Okay. You can add, you can delete. Okay. That is the list data type. Now we'll go to the next data type, that is called as tuple. Next data type is called as what? Tuple. Okay. Next data type is called as what? Tuple. Okay. You can see here. But in tuple, it is not a square bracket. It is a round bracket. Please understand. In tuple, it is not a square bracket here. It is a round bracket. You have to give some name to this tuple set. Okay. Like in the list set, earlier we gave the name as LIST list, but you can give any name as per the guideline from the Python. It's called as identifiers. So we have already learned the names for identifier. So the same rule we have to apply there. So tuple data set is very much similar to the list. But what is the difference here? The difference here is that it is immutable. Immutable means we cannot change. Like in the list, we can add, we can delete, okay? But in tuple, we cannot do that, okay? It is maintained as it is, okay? So we can see, when we say print type, then we print the type. What is type? It is a tuple, okay? So it is using the round bracket called as parenthesis, okay? So now we have seen the tuple. In the tuple, we cannot append, we cannot remove. It is as it is. Now we'll see another type of data types. Okay, please understand. As an engineer, to handle the Python, you should know the different data types. Okay. Okay. So range is one of the other type. It is a sequence of number. Okay. It is a sequence of number. So you can see here, example A is range type of data starting from 4 to 14. It is starting from 4 to 14 with the step of 2. Now, when I say it to print this A, so what it will print? It will print to 4, then add 2, it will become 6, it will add 2, it will become 8, it will then print 10, then it will add 2, it will become 12. So it is not printing the last number, okay? It is only printing the up to first number to the last number, okay? Previous number to the last, okay? So this is called as range, okay? So we have seen tuple. Tuple is similar to the list. Tuple data, I will just repeat, maybe a few participants are late. So list is very useful thing, okay? What is the list? It contains anything. Can be number, integer, can be the float, can be the string, can be the logical, okay? And one important thing about this is append. We can add to this list, like in this list, I have added the Amitabh name and I added the number B. I have removed the 4.5 like this. We can add, we can remove, add is append, and remove, we can remove the particular content of list. So list, we can use like, suppose I want to read the student number, name, marks in history, marks in mathematics. I can make one list, okay? So later on, I know that what is the sequence, okay? First sequence, I know that it is number, second, it is the name, third is marks in the mathematics, fourth one is marks in the history, like this, okay? So that I can print, okay? So it is very convenient to handle all data types, okay? And percentage, which will be in the float, the marks, which will be in the integer, like this, okay? So list, it is a group of things and which can be modified. But if you see the tuple, it is not changeable, okay? And it is used in the round bracket. Then we are seeing the next one. Next one is a range data. So in the range, what happens? We have to give the first number and the last number and the increment, okay? So it can print all the range, okay? It is also immutable, means we cannot modify this. Range we cannot modify once it is instructed. Once it is instructed, it is not, you cannot modify this. Okay, you cannot modify. Okay, you cannot modify the range. Okay, okay. So we'll go to the next type. There comes dict data type. So if you want to represent some group, like for example, roll number of the student and the name of the student, such pair we can do, and we can link together the number, roll number, and the name. We can link together roll number and the name. So you can see here. So here you have to for dict data type. It uses the curly bracket. Here order is not important. Please understand that, like in the list, order is important. In tuple, order is important. Here order is not important. Here pair is important. Okay, like suppose my roll number is 1. 1 is Sachin Borse. Roll number 2, it is Ronak Borse. Okay, like this. Okay, roll number 3, Smita Patil. Like this, the roll number and name are linked. Okay, so that is called as dict data type. So how we have to do is, we have to write a curly bracket. Suppose it is first one is Ronak, it is 4,000. 4,002 it is Sachin. 4,006 it is a Mangesh. Okay. So when I print A 4,000, it will print what? The linked one, that is a Ronak. When I print A 4,002, it will print Sachin, which is linked to the 4,002. When I print 4,006, it will print the Mangesh, like this. So it creates the pair. Okay, it creates the pair. So we can see one example for dict data type in the compiler. Okay. Now we can also add, like here in this program, A 4001 is added as a Ravi. A 4003, which was not there earlier. Okay, added as A. Now if you print A, it will print everything. Just added is what? 4001 is Ravi, 4003 colon Raj. Like this, it is added. Okay. So I think we can see the dict data type practice. We'll practice. And range data type. Okay. Range data type, and we'll first do range data type and then dict data type. Okay. So I will go to the compiler. So let us make this. I will share first, I think. I want to share the screen. Share the screen, compiler. I will make this tuple instead of round bracket. Okay, instead of round bracket. Then I will say print before that. I will say print type. I have already taken type. Once you print anything, it will tell you the type. Okay. For other lines, what I'll do, I'll make it comment. If you put the hash, what it will happen? It will take this as a comment. Okay, it will non-executable line. Okay, the line will not execute. So only there are two lines I will use instead of a square bracket. I will use the round bracket parenthesis, and now I will just print whether it will show the tuple or not. That I have to check. So it has said it is a tuple. Okay, it is a tuple. Okay, so if I say print A, so it has printed all the things. Okay, so this is tuple data, but we know that tuple we cannot add or remove. Tuple we cannot add or remove. For example, just we'll try. Okay, we'll remove. We'll try to remove the A. We want to remove 4.5 and Anthony, whether it will take or not, that we'll see. Okay. So it is giving the error. Why it is giving the error? Because tuple we cannot remove or add. Okay. We cannot add or remove the thing. Okay. So you just try this. I'll just give the comment here. Comment has tuple example. I'll just paste this in the browser. I will put in the browser. You can try at your end. Use the compiler. I will just put again the link of compiler. If you don't have the link for compiler, I will again put in the WhatsApp. So you run the program of tuple. Now next program you can try is a range. Range, what we have to do is range. We have to write first number. Suppose it is starting from 4, ending at 30, and step is 3. And then print the A. Print the A. Okay. The range data type you print, then so you can see the screen. If it is not visible, I will make little bit bigger. I will also share you the program. It is a range example. Please understand, range is also what? Not mutable. You cannot modify. You cannot overwrite. You cannot overwrite. In this example of range, run it. I'll just run this. Okay. So I will just put the for loop. For what is syntax? I'm just trying. Okay, I'm not seeing anywhere. In what A colon print I. Okay. Print A will print what? With syntax. That is a range 4 to 30 in the step of 3. But it will not print the last number. Okay. So I'm just printing with the for loop. The syntax for loop, for, then you write I space you write IN. And what do you want to print? A, then colon, print I. So it will print all the content of that particular set. So it is printing 4, then adding 3, it becomes 7, adding 3, 10, adding 3, 13, adding 3, 16, adding 3, 19, adding 3, 22, adding 3, 25, adding 3, 28. Okay. Adding 3, 28. So this is the example of range. Range is also non-mutable. Mutable thing is what? List. List is mutable. You can add, cancel. So this is example of range. Range data type. This is example of range data type. Then we'll go to the next data type, that is the dict data type. Dict data type is what? Pairs. Dict data type is what? Pairs. We'll go to the next data type. Dict data type. Dict data type, what is there? It is a pairs. It is a pairs. Okay. It is pairs. So you just type dict data type example. If you see, you can find many examples. Okay, so I will just take the example what I have done. What is that? A. So for dict data type, what we have to do is we have to use curly bracket. We have to use what? Curly bracket. For dict data type, what we have to do is we have to use curly bracket. And suppose roll number 1, then we write column. I told that it is Sachin. Write code for the what is called as string. Then roll number 1 is Sachin. Sachin Borse. Roll number 2, it is Rona Borse. Roll number 3, it is Smita Patil. Okay, so I'll just print it type. Your type is correct. It will print class type. It will print what is that type? It is a dict type. Okay. I think something is wrong. Something is wrong. I will just see the syntax. Curly bracket and then this. I'll check whether it is doing any problem because of the space. Run. Okay, we have to put the single quote here and move the space. Mm. Okay, run now. So it is a class. Class is what? Dictionary. Then it is printing A. We printed A. So what is content of that? It's printing. Now, when I say print A, it is printing 1, 2, 3. Okay. It is printing 1, 2, 3. Okay. So just check why it is printing 1, 2, 3 and why it is not printing okay, what we want to print that we have to write here. If you print in the loop, it will print the number. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to print a square bracket I. That is the 1. If you put 1, then it will print what? The name linked to the 1, that is Sachin Borse. If I print a square bracket 2, then it will print the name linked to the 2. If I print A3, it will print the name linked to the 3. Okay, is it correct now? So I will give this big data type example. Then it takes time to remember the types. Okay, so you try this big data type. Okay, once we say 1, A1 means it will print the name linked to 1. When I say link to, it will print that. Okay, just for example, one more thing we can do here, we can link to numbers. For example, I will just text 2 numbers. Like I know it is 86057 31657. It is I paste it here. Mr. Kumbhar. And my number it is 8149538399. Okay. Now suppose I want to print this name related to this mobile number. I'll just say copy. We put here copy mobile number of Mr. Kumbhar. Now let us run this program, whether it runs or not. Let's. Is it running? Yes, it is running. Is there, if you print A and that particular number like 8149, this particular number is linked to my name, so it will print my name. the number like 8605, it is linked to the Mr. Kumbar, so it will print the Mr. Kumbar. Okay. You can try this. So you can link the numbers. Okay. So you try this dig data type. In dig data type, we link the mobile number with the names. Okay. So if you recall the mobile number, it will give the name of the person. So very good. Very good example. So we saw the dig data type where number and name can be linked. Okay. So you can try this example. So whether dig data type mutable or not mutable? Can we modify dig data type or not? So in dig data type, the order is not important. Only the pair is important. Please understand. In dig data type, what is important is their pair, not the sequence. Okay. Sequence is not important. Pair is important. Sequence is not important. What is important is pair. Sequence is not important. Pair is important in the dig data type. Now the meeting will end. And before that, I will show you another type of compiler, which is